Welcome back to part 5 of working on doing it my way. Okay, here we go. That fixed it. Now we're within range of being able to fade it out because we're at the 3-minute mark, which is the sweet spot for popular music or whatever. This is not a bad place. Now I see it slowed down like it was going to end, but not egregiously so. Like the song wants to end about now. We've heard enough of it, and we've gotten our jollies. This is where we want to fade out. We have to just decide. Usually it's about 24 seconds ish. And it's funny. I think I mentioned this in another video, but in another video where I'm making like smooth jazz and smooth jazz generally seems to be about 24 seconds as far as what it kind of wants as a fade out. Whereas the new age stuff I was doing wants almost a minute. Droning, meditative stuff. This would be too quick. This would be too quick for me. So sorry, I'm eating. Oh, by the way, I didn't get coffee. I got tangerine Topo Chico, which doesn't taste super healthy and not super unhealthy. Wouldn't want to do too many of these, but they're low sugar. It's low sweetening, but it's tangerine flavored, and it is by the Coca-Cola company. But Topo Chico, with this plain water, it says bottled in Mexico, and it's from Topo Chico. So somehow Coca-Cola licensed the Topo Chico name and general logo and created these little cans of tangerine juice drink, basically. And I don't know, I haven't looked. Well, I did look at the ingredients, and they don't look super healthy, so I wouldn't want to have too many of these, but I think in moderation, they're probably certainly a lot better than Coca-Cola, or, and a lot of other things. And certainly Diet Coke, which has aspartame. I don't think this had any aspartame in it. I'll have to look again. But anyway, that's enough of that. But the reason I'm chewing is that I put frozen blueberries. It's one of the ways, one of the anti-you-know-what, as far as certain diseases. Blueberries is one of the miracle foods. And I freeze them, and I put them in almost all my drinks. And it works really well. Even beer. And then it's getting back into the guy. So a couple things we could do. I mean, I'm going to first try fading it out around here at about 25. And I always do 2 because if you notice, it makes more of a ski slope and more of a gradual fade. We're going to go from about back here, and let's see how this sounds, puppies. I paused the wrong thing. Guess what? It wants to fade out sooner. In fact, I was gonna undo all that and then start earlier, but I don't need to undo anything because I want to fade out earlier. So I do this, like this. Right about. It wants to go earlier. Let's try it. Here's a wild thing. Sorry, I had the volume of the microphone down. Well, I turn the microphone down when I'm playing back sometimes so you won't hear it through the speakers and hear it more crisply and purely. Okay, so why did I undo all that? Well, here's the weird thing. It wants to start fading early here. It wants the volume lower here. But it wants a longer fade. Longer than 24 seconds. Like, I'm going to try it around here. Excuse me, I burped. And what I'm going to do, there is definitely fizziness there, is reset this envelope all the way here. And now we'll get my ski slope going. But we're going to reduce the volume quicker than the fade tool. We're going to try that. Yes, let's try this. Oh gosh, I'm debating. It almost sounds like it's too, like I'd rather it just do this over and over. There's a couple different things we could do. A couple different things we could do are this. We could leave it the way it is here, which you can get away with this, but it's not wonderful. Could fade it out even quicker. That actually works. What I was also thinking of doing is finding another place to butt up perfectly with that, and then that has more instrumentation. But for some reason, doing it shorter than usual, that's only 19 instead of the 24 seconds, works. You never know. I'm going to, what we're going to do is fade that, do that. Take a breather. I'm going to take a little break, go watch my favorite gambling video guy, and then come back in a few minutes. So I can get a breather from the music and then come back to it fresh. Okay, took a little break. Let's have a listen. Gonna try something else. Yeah. That works better for me. The question is, do we need to do it even more? But I like where it ends up. I don't want to ruin that. I don't want to do anything with that. So we're going to try as this. Okay. For me, we have a song. Let's just see where it ends up. That's fine. Usually I have to cut off some space, but that actually works. I'm happy with it. I'm gonna leave. I'm going to live with that. I'm gonna make the Windows sound. I'm sure you're gonna enjoy this. Not welcome. All right, there it is. I don't know whether these make a difference. I don't think so. I don't think so. I don't think so. As Larry David might say. Weird that you have to undo so many. Okay. All right. That's a wrap on that song. I could listen to it all the way through again, but I'm actually going to live with it the way it is, and we're going to continue the album. This one is going to be changed to 4 and then 4DK. So save that. All right. Oh, that's my gambling channel that I like. Vegas Matt. He's really funny. All right. I'll bring you back. I'm going to try something. I'm going to try slowing it down at the very beginning here. Like we're going to slow it down a hair, a nut hair. Maybe even less than 105. No, that might work. Wow, and it sounded real smooth. And oh, I was going to say there's no gap, but it almost always creates a gap. There we go. All right, let's see how this is. You know what? We're going to listen to the song all the way through, just in case I missed something. You know, I'm kind of thinking, well, I worked so hard on it. It's good enough, and it'll probably be okay. But then again, this is going out to the world, and maybe tens of thousands of people will listen to it. And I really mean that because that's what's happening with Midnight Regatta Project. It's getting on like the Brian Culberts and these legends, Boney James. It's getting on their channels, their actual channels, and it's thousands of plays like a week for a lot of my, not all of them, but a lot of my songs. So a lot of the tracks are getting onto these. So I have a duty. I have an obligation is the word I was looking for, to make sure there's nothing that really fucked up. Excuse my language. Okay, here we go. I know there is a part of me that wants to fix that. I'm not sure. Let me listen to that again. Ha! Now, in the future, and I've said this before on a number of these other videos, in the future, with AI, I'll be able to say, hey, can you quantize the whole song a little bit? Just, I like it's jazz, so let's not make it perfect, but in places where the rhythms speed up and slow down a little too much, can you like stretch those out to make it more proper and then the AI will go, "How's this?" And then you'll play it, and then they'll go, you'll go, "Okay, little more of a stretch there," or "Nah, it's a little too much. Bring it back. Let's split the difference about 50%." And they'll go, "How's this?" And then it'll probably be right. Yeah. But now it doesn't do that. See, that's so fast. That's fine. It may only be the da-da-da-da. But I think it's following the rhythm of my fucked up singing. Hilarious. It really, if we slow it down a hair. Ooh, that's kind of sexy now. This worked. In fact, let's see, I'm going to bring more of that back. Ooh, it worked. Now, it's like sexier now. Before it sounded like kind of the silly Ari who does character voices. And then the Ari, when he puts on sunglasses and maybe loses just a little more weight and puts on a nice suit. The same Ari can kind of be more like that. The same one that's like the silly, wearing the Buc-ee's beaver shirt and, silly hats and things like that. That's sort of what we did. It's hilarious. That's sort of an analogy, though. I am tired. Here we go. I don't know. I like to smooth out edits. Let me undo and see what I did. I can just do this. I mean, we're right there. Right there. That's close enough. And then oh shit. Oh, okay. It's not a big deal. Right? That's fine. Right near the line. You want to be near the line. That's beautiful. So I actually fixed it. And you might think I'd want to fix that, but that's jazz. That works for me. Yeah. Perfect. Hurts my ears a little, this one here. almost would want more. Almost would want more of a da, like a stretching. What if I did this? I'm going to leave it because, again, the fact that it's jazz makes it work, and some people will actually like that, even though it's a little abrupt or whatever. Like, it's a little wrong, but it kind of works. But certain things like that hurt my ears a little bit. I do take umbrage, as it were. Perfect. All right. All right, all right, all right. Now this rubs me a little the wrong way where it... Like, you know, it just doesn't jive with me as well as it did before. But what I'm going to do is this. Bring that down. Bring it up and see how that works. Much better. Yeah. Sold. Now it's a master. Now it's a master. And it's funny because you saw I was gonna just do it, just live with it the way it is. Well, now I feel more proud of it. And it is my song. I actually wrote the melody. All right, I'll bring you back as I do the submission. Okay, there we go. I only have a minute left. So there's Doing It My Way. Uploaded the master. This one does have lyrics, so we leave this one like that. And now we're on to track 5. And this one is Shoreline Symphony. Book title, Shoreline Symphony. And it didn't, sometimes it'll do a period, sometimes it won't. All right, that's the end of that video. We will now be moving on to, I think, video number 6, part 6 of Doing It My Way.